Well, when was it where Earthboxs were the really big in thing? And everybody was making them instead of buying them. I got that one, and that one, and that one. I did not have any success. It's putting the water in the bottom. The water doesn't come up to the top to water any seedlings. And here I had to fill it up twice a day in all this heat. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to plant one of those purple Cherokee tomatoes in here, because I have no place to plant it in the back. Interesting the way the soil's washed away. And what I did was I just put pots of plants on top of it. At least I could control them a lot better. Look how black and beautiful this stuff is still. And it's not wet. Is that grub? No. So I'll add some fresh chicken. And I will plant the tomato out here, which I do not like planting edibles out front. If you watch the end of my videos, you'll know why. In the past, I have lost vegetables that I had out front, and the loquats would thin out, and not just from the birds. And I'd even have flowers disappear. So next step is to add a Cherokee Purple. Well, would you say it's a little dry? It's got a nice big air pocket in the bottom it's got to fill up. Well, I poked it with a stick and let some of the big air bubbles out. And I need to make sure it soaks up all that water, because it's still crunchy. Well, fortunately or unfortunately, it's standing in water. If I make the hole any bigger, it means it's not going to hold any water. I'm going to go straight out there before it fills up the bottom. And this stuff is still quite dry and odd feeling. I'm going to put old dried up chicken manure in that corner and that corner, and plant the tomato in the middle. Okay. We'll make manure soup here, or manure tea. I'll come back out when the sun's not so bloody hot. Well, it's going to be bloody hot no matter what. And plant the tomato. Cherokee Purple. Well, at least I'm hoping things are getting wet. I was going to leave it on the front porch. The only thing is, the front porch is in the shade. And if this thing is going to be out here baking on the driveway for half a day, I figured I'd better put it out here now. I'm hoping that if I just get the water lower than the root zone, all the rest will evaporate quite rapidly, since I have trouble keeping these things moist. It's pretty bad when you have to water an Earthbox twice a day. Well, it seems to be draining quite nicely now, not plugging up. Well, so much for waiting for it to get cooler. It's high noon, but the water's down enough now. I'll go plant the little baby. It looks like it could use some water. Okay, let's see how well we can do one-handed. Well, it's good to know that there's still earthworms in there. As dry as that thing was, I can't do it one-handed. Breaking you loose. I didn't do a very good job. Poor little thing. I'm sorry. I'm so brutal. Purple Cherokee tomatoes are planted. There's 2 of them. Thank you, Bryan, from Never Enough Dirt. I'll get it right eventually. I'm going to go give you a little bit of shade. How am I going to give you shade? That works for me. Takes the worst of the sun off of you. But you know, I really think I should give you some water. Boy, those mockingbird parents are busy. I only hear the pitch of one baby, but boy, is it annoying. The parents are flying in and out, in and out, in and out. As soon as a parent flies in, they start screaming. Well, it's funny, the minute they fly out, they toss. The minute they fly out, the baby stops screaming. See? There shouldn't be a bug left in Lemon Grove as much as they're working on feeding those babies.